Okay. These guys are so annoying. They basically just steal stuff from you. And if you don't kill them in time, they get away with it too. They'll steal armor, they'll steal weapons, they'll steal items, they'll steal all kinds of stuff. And I really didn't want to fight any of them. I just wanted to get into that house. That should be enough. Oh, he didn't get the one on the other side? Are you fetching my A's? We got a tranquilizer back. Kill him, please. Thank you. Got our mithril clip back. Gosh dang it. Those dudes are way annoying. Anyways, we need to get into this house. Right here. Get inside. Have a short scene, and once again, I'll be really quiet for this part. Okay, depending on who you choose here, you're gonna get a boost in affection again. I don't know why. Aeris especially gets a huge boost of affection if you choose her to come in your party. I think it's like plus 10. For some reason, she like totally wants to jump your bones just because you choose for her to go with you to find this guy dying. I don't get it. Anyways, I'm gonna choose her. But if you want to date Tifa, choose her. Or Yuffie, if you want to date her, choose her. Okay, we need to change our materia setup here. In particular, we need to give... Let's get rid of enemy skill for now and give the... not transform. Manipulate. Where is it? Where the freak is manipulate? There it is. Manipulate materia. This is going to allow us to get basically any enemy skill we want in the rest of the game. All we have to do is use the manipulate spell to take over an enemy basically, and then we can use that enemy's skills freely to attack, our party members who have the enemy skill materia equipped and learn new enemy skills. It works very similarly to the steal command, which is all based on your level. The higher in level, the higher the success rate, pretty much. So give that to Cloud, since he's our highest party member right now in terms of his level. And then we want to make sure Barret has enemy skill and that Aeris also has enemy skill, and she doesn't right now, so let's give that to her. Whoops. Get rid of one of these fire materia and give her the second enemy skill. Also, we're going to want to equip Barret with this silver armlet that we got on Cait Sith when he came into our party. It's the best piece of armor we have at this point in the game, so give it to him. He can equip a couple of other materials. Let's give him Ifrit. And I don't know, all. Just to level it up, I guess. That should be good. Make sure you have Fury cast on Cloud. You might also want to do that on Aeris as well, so that their limit breaks can go build up as quickly as possible. Okay, we're ready to go now. First thing we want to do, if you want to get a clue on what you're supposed to do next, come into this truck here. Talk to this guy, Mr. Coates. And he'll give you an idea of what you have to do to escape from this prison. Wait, so you're telling me you can escape a prison sentence by racing in a Chocobo race and winning? That's it. That's all it takes. We'll talk more about how I feel about that later. Okay, we need to head up this direction. For the sake of time, I'm not going to talk to anybody around here, but go ahead and do that if you want. Get up this way. There are a couple of enemies we want to come across to learn new enemy skills from. I will point them out when I get there. This is one of them. Okay, let's actually not use Cloud. Oh, there we go. Matra magic. We already got it. Boom. So now we have learned the Matra magic for the second enemy skill materia. We didn't have it for that one before, so very good enemy skill. Been using it quite a lot lately to get kills for Barret. Also, this grenade bomb does a really good job of that. Anytime now, we should be unlocking his next limit break. Anyways, that was one of the battles we wanted to get, so we could get the enemy skill Matra magic, but there's one more we want to meet up before moving on to the next screen, so I'm just going to kind of run around in circles here till I find it. Dude, come on. Okay, there we go, finally. Okay, don't use his limit break for not just defend. You can kill one of them, but make sure you manipulate the other with Cloud. I just don't want to kill him. Okay, missed. I don't want to kill them both, is what I'm trying to say. I want to leave one of them alive. Manipulate him. Missed again. Okay, I'll just use... Hey, magic. Quake on this guy. Defend. Manipulate this guy. That'll work. Okay. Manipulate him. There we go. Alright, now all we have to do is get the Cloud's turn. And now you have the enemy skills available to you. Like use Laser on Barret first, and then use Cure 2, because it's going to do a lot of damage. Alright, so Barret learned that skill. We'll get back to Cloud's turn again, and then use Laser on Aeris. And there we go, now we've learned it for both of them. Let's go ahead and use that, actually. Actually, no, we'll wait. We'll wait on that so that when we use it, Barret will get his limit break again as well. Actually, I should have saved that for the next battle. Oh well. Oh well. If you get Barret's limit break up right before you enter the next screen, just save it. Trust me. Okay. Whoops, I meant to go to magic because I want to heal. That's what I want to do. Okay, now that we've learned all those enemy skills, time to head up here. And again, I'll be pretty quiet for this part. This is one of my favorite parts in the whole game. Alright, so we gotta fight Dyne. Luckily, this fight's pretty darn easy if you have Beta. Use Beta twice, battle's over. Also, if you equip the silver armlet, he can't really do that much damage to you. So, with those two things, in mind, let's end the fight right now. I guess he'll get one S-mine off attack, fine. Oh, he missed anyway. One S-mine attack off, that's what I meant to say. And that's it. That's it for dying. I remember the first time I played the game, that was much more epic. Oh, you also get a silver armlet for beating him, so now we have 2 of those. It was much more epic though. I had to use a lot of potions and cure spells. Really had to stay on top of healing and just kind of chip away at him for a long time. When you use enemy skills, however, the game is much easier. Well, don't get too upset. I mean, he did survive a fall into an endless pit once before. He could still be alive. This is a Final Fantasy game after all. No, he's dead. But yeah, if you hadn't figured it out up to that point, Barret is not actually Marlene's father. Probably could have guessed that from the fact that she's white, but Dyne is Marlene's father, and Barret's been looking out for her ever since that incident in Corral, whatever it's called. But now it's time to get out of here. But once again, we're gonna have to win a Chocobo race in order to be pardoned and released from our prison sentence. This is one of the things about this game, in terms of just story and pacing, that I don't like so much. It doesn't make any sense for them to make us do a Chocobo race in order to get out of prison. I know why they did it, because Chocobo races are a pretty big, important part of the game, especially for a certain side quest, if you know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, it's just like, you didn't have to introduce it this way. Like, you could have very easily driven the player into Chocobo racing and taught them how to do it without making it part of this particular scenario. Just not the best time to bring up Chocobo racing, in my opinion. But it is what it is. We're gonna have to win a Chocobo race to get out of here. Why do we need a manager exactly? Oh, to register a Chocobo for us. I gotcha. And of course, a manager just happened to be listening to our conversation. She just decided to come chill down here in a prison. You know, just because she likes to do that for fun. I don't know, maybe they come down here and recruit prisoners a lot to be jockeys in the Chocobo races. Okay, so Esther can teach us how to ride chocobos. I'll just explain it to you right now instead. Basically how it works is you have to press the select button to switch between automatic and manual racing. You can, use the directional pad right and left to kind of move it from side to side. It'll run forward on its own. You don't have to control that. But you can control whether or not the chocobo speeds up or slows down. And you can kind of conserve its stamina and choose how, to use the chocobo stamina rather than leaving that up to the CPU. Essential. You definitely want to switch over to manual right away. So as soon as the race starts, just press the select button. Then what you want to do is hold down the square button. What that does is it makes your chocobo like speed up a little bit. It's not like running at full sprint as fast as it can, but it's running a little bit faster than like the normal jog that it does. That will begin to decrease the chocobo's stamina. There's going to be a stamina meter over on the left side of the screen. And basically what happens is it decreases whether you're holding square or whether you're holding circle. Circle makes you do like a flat out sprint, and that'll make the stamina go down really fast. If you hold down the X button, I think that makes you slow down, but don't even pretend I never said that. You're never going to touch the X button. Basically what you do is you hold down the square button the whole time, because there's a hidden feature in the game where you can regenerate your stamina. All you have to do is press down the R1 and the R2 button at the same time, and basically your stamina will regenerate at the same speed that it decreases while you're holding the square button. So basically, if you're holding down R1 and R2 while you press square, there is absolutely no penalty whatsoever. Your stamina doesn't really go down. So you can run fast and basically just blow everybody away. And then right at the very end of the race, you can hold down the circle button and do a flat out sprint, kind of sprint to the end. So that's the strategy we're going to be using for this race. Hopefully it still works in this version. Maybe they fixed it. I don't know. We'll find out. But you just hold down R1 and R2 and then hold square. And we should be a lot faster than everybody else. You could also, for this particular race, just let it go on automatic and it should win, but screw that. We want to go on manual. Okay, hold down. There we go. You see how my stamina isn't going down? Actually, it is. Did they fix that for this game? I sure hope not. Why is that purple one so much freaking faster than me? It won't be able to do that for very long. He's going to waste all of his stamina here at the beginning of the match, or at the beginning of the race. My stamina is still going down. That might be because I might have the buttons switched up on my gamepad. Maybe I should hold this button down. There we go. Okay, so I have the buttons switched up on my gamepad. And so I have to hold down the L2 button. That should be switched from L2 to R2. But basically, if you're playing the PlayStation version of the game, hold down square and R1 and R2, and you see how the stamina is it's actually going back up now at a faster rate than it's going down. But at this point, we're starting to blow everybody away. But a lot of the chocobos you go up against, they'll use all their stamina at the very beginning. Like that purple one, he was like sprinting at first. So don't worry about them. Eventually, they'll run out of stamina. But once you get to this point, you can start sprinting. Hold down the circle button, run as fast as you can, and we should beat everybody. Come on, hurry up. No one should catch us, and we should win. Anyways, that's what you want to do. And now we are free to leave. We get a letter from Dio, the guy who put us in prison in the first place. Oh, he heard about dying, he heard that we were actually innocent of the crime he convicted us of, but he still made us win a Chocobo race anyway. And, luckily, he repays us for our trouble by giving us a buggy, which is a vehicle type in this game. It allows you to go over rivers. So we can now cross a river and continue on into the next part of the game. Basically, we could not have gone over there without this vehicle, so we'll be coming back to the gold saucer soon enough. But right now, we'll keep this party. Okay, there are 2 enemy skills I want to learn before finishing the episode off. One of them we can get right here in the desert. So just drive around here until you encounter it, and I will see you guys as soon as I do. Alright, this is the enemy we were looking for. So we need Cloud to manipulate it. A very particular enemy skill that we want. Of course, if he misses, that's not going to do us any good. Try it again. There we go. Okay, then skip to Cloud's turn. Use Aqualung on your party. Aqualung is basically the water version of Beta. Beta is fire elemental. Aqualung is water elemental. It does about the same amount of damage. It costs relatively the same amount of MP, just has a different element to it. We have now unlocked the last of Cloud's limit breaks that we can possibly unlock. There's one more we can get, but we can't get it by getting kills. We basically have to get it using an item, so we're all done with limit breaks for him. Whoops. Hello? There we go. Okay, one more enemy skill we want to get. Come back this way, exit the vehicle, and run along the beach here. Is this the battle? This is the one. Okay, I'm going to pause it here for a second. You only want to kill one of these guys. Make sure you leave 2 of them alive to manipulate. You'll see why here in just a second. Just manipulate one. I don't know, go ahead and use... No, actually don't use that. Because she's on the other side, it will only affect her. So, let's have her use Quake on just one of them. Make sure you only kill one. Leave 2 of them alive. Okay. Defend. Okay, use Big Guard over here on this side. You can only use it on one side or the other. And these enemies only have enough MP to cast it once. But Big Guard is a really, really good enemy skill. It's amazing. So now that that's happened, we can kill that one. Don't kill this one, kill this one. And then have Cloud manipulate the other one and cast it the other direction on, see, watch what happens. It doesn't have enough power to do that, so we have to kill this guy. Then manipulate this one. Freaking miss, of course. Come on, Cloud, fetch. Oh, my fetch, Cloud. Just do it. What the freak? Finally, okay. Get the Cloud's turn, use Big Guard on her this time. And there you got it. Now we've learned Big Guard on both sets of enemy skill materia. Big Guard is a really, really, really good enemy skill. I believe what it does is it casts protect and shell on you. So it increases your physical defense and your magic defense, and it casts haste on your entire party. Freaking amazing. So definitely want to pick that up. Anyways, that's all I have time for right now, so thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. Next time, we'll continue on our way into the Gongaga area, so... Hey, is that my last save file? That's not cool. I thought I got way more save files than that. Well, anyways. Thanks for watching. Peace!